Hey kids, this is Aaron from the podcast That Wouldn't Die, and Kevin and I use Zencastr. You think you're better than us, that you're using something else? You're wrong. Zencastr's the place to be. Who are you to deny it?
It's now super easy to record a podcast with Zencastr. Log in using your browser and start recording a high-quality podcast right away. Record studio-quality sound and up to 4K video with your guests. Go to zencastr.com/pricing and use our code DIEHARD and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. We want you to have the same experiences we do for all our podcasting and content needs. It's time for you to share your story.
Only a fool will give up a chance for a 30% discount.
Shoes back?
Oh, no, I got them shoes hid where nobody but me can find them.
Better give me those shoes. They're mine. Give them back to me.
I believe you did it. What do you give me if I give you a basket of kisses?
I'll give you a basket of hugs.
I'll miss your hugs.
Well, I'm not letting the slightest degree really knows when she's told if you don't mind me being presumptuous. I had a long talk with that guard since I saw you last. And that was a long, interesting conversation. He said he saw Rhoda on the pier just before Claude was found among the pilings. She knows something, all right.
Welcome to the latest episode of the podcast That Wouldn't Die. I'm your host, Kevin. With me, as always, is Aaron.
Hello there, Kevin. How are you today?
I'm just Ducky. We
really got to bring that phrase back. No one really uses that anymore.
I know, you're telling me. This week,
except for Long Duck Dong.
We don't talk about him. I'm sad to say he's been canceled. This week, we're discussing the horror classic, The Bad Seed, starring really a handful of old actors that I recognized, and then others I'd never seen in my life. So it was kind of a grab bag. How about that?
Well, when we get into it, you'll tell me who you did not recognize.
Fair. Each week on the podcast, we discuss guilty pleasures and forgotten classics of the horror and sci-fi genres with a comedic twist. Aaron, what's the latest with you?
Dude, tick tock. I'm almost free. I'm almost free from these restraints of a thing called work. I can smell the fresh air. It's coming off the sea and like a wave. I'm on my way. I'm disassociating right now. I'm going to rise up above myself in this 105-degree temperature, or whatever this shithole I'm in right now.
Fair.
I'm floating away. Whee!
Well, and this is going to come out in the summer or at some point. But the reality is, at this point, we're recording, early mid-ish May. And at our school, we're finishing up the state testing, which basically means the year's over. Okay, we're done, but we got a month to kill. I mean, spoiler alert, that's what's happening in your kids. That's what's happening.
Well, so you were at the JR High. I'm at the high school. So now we still have the seniors who want to tank out like a month before graduations.
Oh, yes.
You know what, miss? Yeah. I'm just not going to come anymore. I'm like, no. I'd wait till the last week and then drop out then. You're going to miss your friends. It's ridiculous.
Yes, that's good.
Stranger things have happened at the high school. Let me just tell you that.
Oh, of that, there can be no doubt. No, I mean, we're reading like novels. We're doing in one class of doing Hatchet, which is not the horror movie, by the way. And we're doing.
I kept waiting in the Paulson book for the chopping to begin.
for the insane psychopath who lives in the woods. If you're waiting for that.
If you want kids to start reading, that's what you need to put in there. So I'm confused. Are you saying that in Irvine, in the junior high, kids read books? Because I'm not sure they're doing that here at the high school.
Okay, well, let me make it very clear what we're talking about. I teach, first of all, no one calls it junior high anymore. It hasn't been junior high in about 30 years. It's middle school.
I think it's the different. some of them are 3 years, and some of them are 2 years. I think one is one. I went to Raymond Cree Junior High, and it was 3 years.
I don't think it has to do with the number of years. It has to do with, is ninth grade part of your middle school? If ninth grade is part of it, then it's junior high. If ninth grade is not, it's middle school.
When I was in junior high, ninth grade was part of it. Our Palm Springs High School only had 3 years.
Right. I still referred to it as junior high, but it had made the switch. It had brought up 6th grade, and it had pushed 9th grade up to high school. So it ceased to be senior, junior high, and it became high school, middle school. And it's been that way.
Yeah, 6th graders are weird. They're a weird little bunch. Some of them look like babies, and some of them look like, and it's always the women. Some of them look like they're 23 years old.
100%.
Like they're going to go and have a cigarette somewhere.
They are.
As a matter of fact. They need to go back to smoking cigarettes and stop flushing the vapes down the toilet. How many times is the 1,400 bathrooms will be unavailable?
Well, you're assuming that they're not just destroying their own bathrooms on purpose. I have to tell them, understand, kids, the staff doesn't use those bathrooms. I have a nice, clean bathroom I use. You're destroying your own bathroom. So.
And by nice, clean bathroom, clearly boys are still boys, because there is a bunch of guys that use the women's restroom because it's just the key, right? Mm-hmm. Because there's the toilet seat whistlers, even with the high school staff.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're talking about the staff now. Yes.
I'm talking about the mofo. I could not hold it. There was a line at the women's. There was no line at the men's. And I went in there and I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, make no mistake. The women's bathroom, the female teacher's bathroom, you walk in, there's a hint of potpourri, right? There's art on the walls. The guys, it looks like a deranged mental patient at a truck stop bathroom on the side of Route 66. It is a horror story. You go in there, flies are buzzing.
It is a horror
nightmare.
Story.
It's a goddamn nightmare. So,
oh yeah, people are like, God damn it, who's the Whistler? So some of the male staff are trying to stake it out.
It's years ago I
figure out who the Whistler is. I'm like, what are you gonna do? Confront him?
Yes. Years ago,
tell him to pee in the sink, because I know none of you people are washing your hands either.
You're 0 for 2 there. I moved to a new classroom, and there was a different lounge with a separate bathroom. And after I moved, I was confronted by a female teacher. She's
they thought you were the Whistler?
No, I literally, it was day one, and they were just like, hey, you're a dude, keep that goddamn bathroom clean. You lift up the gave me the riot act. I'm like, I'm 45 years old. Yes, I sometimes like to just blindfold myself and do a William Tell. Who knows? I'm going to spray it around.
You spin me right round, baby. Right around.
A sprinkler head. That's how I do it. Okay? I like the challenge. Okay, sue me. I'm a natural competitor. Anyway, that being said, I understand exactly what you're talking about. Now, on that cheery note, why don't you use your 30-second synopsis of The Bad Seed?
The Bad Seed is delightful. Growing up, we used to watch it all the time, and our sisters and I, we used to call it The Bad Bean. Why? Just to be funny.
Fair.
Bean.
That's
so
it.
We see bad children at the supermarket. We're like, bad bean.
100%.
So 30-second story. A little girl. Now, let me say it this way.
Please.
Little girl, weird parents, weird neighbors. It's killing a bunch of folks. And mom figures it out and decides they're both going down. And that didn't quite work out, so God had to step in. But what occurred to me, because I have seen this so many times, I wrote
Fair.
3 sentences because I practically have this thing memorized. What would you give me for, is it a basket full of hugs or a basket full of, now I can't even remember the line because I'm on the spot.
Basket full of kisses
Basket full of
for a basket full of hugs.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a whole thing.
Awful. Say that to mom next time you see her. But
It's gonna
really,
look of terror.
this is what I was thinking about. Rhoda,
Yep.
our psychopathic little girl,
8-year-old.
versus Damien. Who's more suspicious?
This is a good question.
Honestly, I don't think anything Damien did was premeditated. Versus Rhoda is just a manipulative little psychopath.
This is a good question. Damien in the first movie is younger, right? I mean, he might be 5 or something. The only thing that you think he did is mom is up on the banister holding a fish bowl, doing some shit, and he whacks her chair with the big wheel and sends her hurtling over to fall. She didn't fall to her
Which
death.
could have totally been an accident. It could have totally been an accident. And I remember watching the Seinfeld. They're like, what do you think about that Damien kid, Kramer? He's like, he's just a rambunctious lad.
He is the Antichrist. So I'm not giving
He is
too
the
much
Antichrist.
Right.
But I mean, he wasn't like, I'm going to ride my bike over there and knock mama off. 90% of the stuff that went on because he was there, not because he willed it to happen.
No, I mean that's true. There's a lot of deaths that just occur just because there's some devil shit going on. He wasn't causing it, but you're right about that. Rhoda, every death, Rhoda has her devilish hands. 100%.
Yeah, it was,
100%.
and it's all exactly. She has like no real impulse control. I see it, I want it, and I'm gonna get it the best way I know how. Where you ain't gonna complain and you ain't coming back to get it.
100%. 100%. I definitely remember The Bad Seed being in the rotation when I was a kid. And I feel like I
always watched it when it was on.
100%.
I mean, really, she looks like fucking Nellie Olson.
She does. It's those blonde. They call them pigtails, but they're not pigtails. They're braids. Pigtails are different.
Yeah.
Pigtails are like Gidget.
I don't even know.
They're like literally look like pigtails. Where do you see my Gidget? These are deep pulls, by the way. Nellie Olson and Gidget.
Dude, Gidget, I think, was like before I was born. At least Little House on the Prairie is a beloved classic for the ages.
Fair. So I think I saw this again maybe 15 or 20 years ago. And I have to say, it's a goddamn delight. It is a delight.
Dude.
For real.
There's so many things wrong. And I mean, not wrong with the movie.
No.
I mean, what are you going to change? You're not going to change a goddamn thing. But all the characters, how about that mom? She's like not even an adult. She is like a child mom. She is so neurotic and nervous. She's like an infant herself.
Well, there's a lot going on. Everything seems, I mean, we can jump into this, but we've established, we've all seen this a number of times, but you've seen it far more than I have. I kind of came into this. I knew basically what it was about, obviously.
I think it's on once a year, and I like on Turner Classics or something. And I'll if I see it, I just sit down with my cup of coffee, let the goodness of Rhoda pass right over me.
Well, and for me, watching it kind of has the veneer of like you're watching an episode of like I Love Lucy or Leave It to Beaver. Right? It's got that kind of quality.
It's black and white.
Well, no, not just that.
And it's in the 50s.
It starts off with that, so that when little Rhoda's villainy is revealed, it's doubly shocking. Even when you know it's coming, you're like, oh shit, this is like watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre where there's scary music and there's a creature and it seems like this is that idyllic 50s shit. And oh, by the way, your child is a psychopath. Like, pow.
Oh yeah.
It is.
How? And now what are you going to do about it?
And what you going to do?
Tell her to get rid of the evidence, apparently.
That is, yes. And here's the thing
I'm going to drift off for a second. I'm going to drift off. I don't know if you've ever seen, do you ever watch old movies like Joan Crawford or whatever?
Not like you do. That's for sure. Go ahead.
No one does it like me. Sunday, Mother's Day was, oh my God, I'm having a mini stroke. Anyway, it was a Joan Crawford movie, and she has this terrible, selfish daughter. She has like the good daughter, and she has this terrible, selfish daughter.
Mommy Dearest.
Who really... It's not Mommy Dearest. I'm so angry I can't think of it. But basically, I was watching this this weekend, and I was like, oh, this is Rhoda grown up. Less murder. But all the manipulation, like she looks like she's getting what she wants, so she hugs her mom, but when mom's not looking, she turns that smile into like a ugh.
Well, you see that early in this movie when Mrs. Breedlove, was it what was her name? Aunt Maureen? Was that her? I don't remember what the bitch's name is. She like is like giving her nothing but gifts, essentially. And she tries to like, and she gives her a hug, but you see her face kind of like just the merest hint of kind of a grimace that I have to hug this woman.
And she gives it's Mildred Pierce is the name of the movie. I had to
okay.
go to the family text stream. Mildred Pierce.
Fair.
Where it's the long-suffering mom. She spoils the daughter, gives her everything, and the daughter, it's never good enough. It's
of course
never
not.
Good enough.
It's
absolutely.
The thing about these
it's Rhoda grown up with only one murder.
As you get older and you have kids, these movies have special resonance for you because it is very much, this is on some level, this is a fear I think parents have, that your child is a goddamn monster. And what do you do?
And little kids are psychopaths.
100%.
They have you got to teach kids empathy. These are things that no one tells you about, because you could be watching a couple kids play, you're like, these creatures are monsters.
100%.
They don't give a crap.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Bloodthirsty beasts.
It's a thing.
Hell yeah.
It's a sad thing. Okay, why don't we jump right into the highlights, Aaron? Why don't you lead us off?
Oh my God, now I almost started talking to you about Mildred Pierce. Now I can't even remember. Oh. First of all, the mom's a nut. Like I said.
Not a nut. I can't believe you said that about the mom. Not a nut. Her daughter is a psychopath. That causes her to be neurotic. Did you watch this movie? What is happening?
She's like this. She is like this before she realizes her daughter is a psychopath.
I totally disagree, but go ahead. Do your thing.
Oh,
I'm
Santa Maria.
I'll jump in after.
She changed her entire personality as soon as the first Swift. First of all, let's look at this multi-complex apartment where it's literally the biggest house I've ever seen, and it's just one of the apartments. We got to move to fucking LA. This is crazy.
Does this take place in LA?
I'm sure. I assume.
I don't think so. I mean, she goes to the Fern Country Day School. That's, I guess, like on.
This is old. This is old LA. This is not 70s LA. You know.
I'm sure it was filmed largely in LA, but this is all sets. These are all sets. Even when they were outside, even when she's on the pier, like fishing for the penmanship medal.
Oh,
that's
really? They didn't film this in a neighborhood?
They did not.
Literally looked like the Warner Brothers backlot.
100%.
But it's like Friends. Nobody who's working as a waitress is affording that giant apartment in New York City.
Well, they established that she's the daughter of the wealthy journalist, writer Richard Bravo. You know him, don't you?
Yeah,
So
but
that-
he's still alive. Just because as we know, just because your parents have money, don't mean you got money.
Well, I mean, the fact that she has to rent an apartment from the old spinster woman, that tells you they're not exactly rolling in the dough.
And Penmark, that sounds so hoity-toity too. Oh, did you know that Alfred Hitchcock turned down the chance to direct this?
I did not know that.
Wow.
Are we doing behind the scenes already?
I was right. Warner Brothers.
Oh, there's no doubt it was filmed here, but I don't know if it took place here. That was the
No,
bone of
it
contention.
says Midwest town, USA.
100%. Yeah. Go ahead.
That was it. I was right.
You
Because
said
I remember when it opened up, and I said this was like the Warner Brothers backlot, because part of that's where they filmed Gilmore Girls.
right. 100%. No. Our bone of contention was that you thought the mom was totally neurotic. And I think she
Yes.
was a perfectly normal mom who's like ultra precocious daughter who she doesn't know is a psychopath is kind of getting like asking for gifts, right? The lady, the landlady is like, "Oh, I'll change this out and get you a turquoise for your birthstone. Well, how about you give me both stones instead?" And the mom's like, "Whoa, hang, pump the brakes, kiddo." I mean, her
And she lets Mrs. Mertz step all over her. I'm like, no, you need to be like, excuse me, this is my daughter.
That's a fair question, but that doesn't mean that she's neurotic. She's just kind of like, there's that 50s politeness that she's doing here, where she's just like, it's, okay, yeah, okay, fair enough.
I'm just gonna write this off in that you are a man, so you're not picking up the subtle nuances that I am picking up.
That is fair enough. So you feel as the daughter of what's her name, Bessie Dunker, that's how the psychosis flowed out of her. That's Bessie Danker, because she was
no, I'm not saying no. Bessie Danker was like a Black Widow killer.
Like a
No,
serial
I'm
killer.
just saying her behavior is not like an adult woman. You are married to someone in the military.
Mhm.
Of the women I've met who are married to military people that have to leave for periods of time,
Mhm.
they're pretty handling their shit. You know what I mean? Because they're the ones running the ship. This isn't like some private, or this is
He's a
someone
colonel
with
in the Air
some rank.
Force.
This is an officer. So for the most part, these women run a tight ship.
No, I don't dispute that.
She's ding dong daddy-o.
They've got to be fully self-sufficient because their husband is out of the picture. Much like the husband from Don't Knock Twice, the husbands like wave and then bounce for the length and breadth of the film. But where the shit goes down, and Rhoda kind of gives us a flash, is she does not get the coveted penmanship medal. Claude Daigle, some other kid in the class got the goddamn. I think this is so interesting to me because it's like, not worried about your times tables, not worried about your phonics. How's your penmanship? That's what we care about at the Fern Country Day School.
Dude, we need to care about that now because nobody can write worth shit. I don't know when they stopped teaching cursive or handwriting. Nobody can write at all anymore. The more they take away, the dumber people get.
So she already, like, from jump is like, I should have won it. God, like she flashes this kind of animalistic rage at the fact that she came in presumably second in the penmanship contest and therefore did not get the fucking medal.
Right.
Then they go smash cut to it's the picnic, which they just have a picnic every now and again at the Fern Country Day School. And she's giving the lady the check for the tuition. And she's like, just out of curiosity, how is Rhoda doing in your class? And Miss Fern gets to look like, oh shit, what?
Me and my sisters all agree we hate your daughter. She has no friends. She's a psycho. Get your fucking kid out of here.
Well, 100%, 100%. Later in the movie, she kind of, because she's trying to be very polite about it. Like, even when Claude is found murdered and it's clear that they suspect Rhoda, they won't say that. Oh, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that she had anything to do with that. Now, that being said, I do think your child has no empathy and no sense of fair play, is a poor, like, starts rattling off a poor loser. Blah, 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 blah. So clearly you've got some concerns. As a teacher,
it's interesting. I mean, when you only have one child,
yes,
you think however your weird child is acting is normal. But
Bullshit.
she's 8.
Bullshit.
And, I mean, okay.
Go ahead.
Let me finish my thought.
Cook.
Even if at some point in her 8 years, you need to have seen that your child interact with other children and see how other children act.
Yes.
Because even if she's not a psychopath, even if she's not a murderer, she's so fucking irritating.
Yes.
It's the only child to the nth degree.
100%.
We know these people who have the only child, and they are so pumped up in their brains, and they never learned any social skills because they're used to being an equal voice in their house and all this weird only child nonsense. You always know the only child.
Well, 100%. But I feel like she's not always on her best behavior with her parents, right?
No.
She flashes the rages and the
and
anger.
There's no ever a consequence.
No,
never a consequence.
Right, 100%. So what I always say, because you do get, as a teacher, you do get these parents.
They think she's perfect.
Right.
She literally asked Miss Fern. Yeah. She asked Miss Fern if she's as perfect as she appears.
Right. Which
I don't see anything perfect about your little weird robot. It looks like one of those fembots from the Stepford Wives. Like if they started pumping out children.
Well,
except for the rage eyes.
You can have a parent conference and say, look, she gets good grades. However, we have some concerns socially. Okay, you can have those conversations. And what I always say is that parents know what monsters they're dropping off in the morning. They know. Now, sometimes they don't admit it, right? Oh, what do you mean? My child has never done that before. It's like, bull.
What?
I have children. You have children. We know what they're capable of. We know what they're capable of. There's no one gave birth to Jesus. Okay, no one came out and was, oh, he's perfect, perfectly perfect in every way.
You're saying all this, but how many times have I called home? What? Disrespectful? No,
never.
My child is never disrespectful. No, these are quotes from parents.
100%.
Well, let me tell you what. It's over trust me. You call home suddenly, little baby angels.
I'll say this.
What did you do? He's failing your class because he doesn't like you. How about that?
I once told the kid, I get paid either way.
Oh, we say that all the time.
And you think you're hurting me by not trying.
You're hurting me by closing your Chromebook. But see, I already went to high school and college. So you not passing your class will not affect my paycheck in any way.
While you're failing, I'm dancing. Okay?
I'm thinking of the vacation that I'm going to be taking on the money I've earned yelling at you to open your Chromebook.
This all needs to be edited out. I can't go on and on. If I wanted to laugh, I'd look at your grades is a common refrain in my class. They love it. They do not love it. Anywho, point being is that literally from the moment she says, hey, how's my kid doing? Is she making friends? Is she popular? And Miss Fern is like, oh, sweet Jesus. I can't even continue this conversation. I got to go. That's a
There's
sign.
no diplomatic way of saying, yeah. Because when you're dealing, this is what I was thinking.
Please.
When you're dealing with this kind of a community private school, you say the wrong thing, the parents all talk, suddenly nobody's going to your school. So you have to be this is not public school.
No, that's true. But you can also kind of clearly pick and choose the students that you want. You know, so later in the movie, Miss Fern's like, actually, now that you mention it, we do not want your child to attend our school next year. So go to public school.
Want her
bitch.
walking down the street. We're walking down.
100%.
If you could arrange that, yeah. 100,
So
150%.
There were scenes as a parent from this that were like really moving. Like whenever the drunk woman, poor old Claude Daigle's mom, comes to confront Rhoda's mom, it's like I almost started to cry. I'm like, oh my god, it was the saddest
Their lives
story.
are destroyed, and Rhoda and she tries to talk to her doll. Their lives are destroyed. Well, why doesn't they just go to the orphanage and get another baby?
Right. Rhoda
Wicked.
could give a shit. Truly, like literally, they're like, "Oh shit, a kid just drowned at the picnic." She goes and Rhoda gets the bus ride home or whatever. Rhoda could not even pretend to give a shit that her classmate is dead. Oh, are you upset?
Or that she killed the classmate.
100%. Because they were talking about, it's like literally she was chasing around poor little Claude Daigle, who we never see him on screen. But just the idea of this, and maybe that's more powerful. The image of this little kid.
Frankly, let's sue this school. Where were the Fern sisters?
Yeah. How about this? If there's an old, dilapidated, broken down pier, why don't we, I don't know, put up a barrier so the kids aren't playing on it? Even if it's perfectly...
How about this? We literally saw that the pier was right by the picnic tables.
Right next to it. 100%. Yeah.
So if Rhoda is chasing people, how many kids at the Fern Day School? 700, 800 kids? Give me a break.
It's 1,000 children. It's 1,000 if it's a single
10
one.
feet from the picnic table, and no one saw her taking off her shoes and whacking that kid until he fell in the water and drowned.
The pier was 6 feet long. The pier was 6 feet long. Okay?
Yes.
If you can't hear that kid screaming, what the are you doing?
Did they just turn up the radio while they ate their hot dogs at the picnic? That Claude Daigle with his crying is really making my stomach sour.
Claude screams. It's really kind of bumming me out. Can we crank up the tunes a little bit? I don't know what the problem is. No, they talk
again,
about
Rhoda.
again. This time, put some stank on it. They talked about she kept trying to snatch the medal from him, chasing him around until he cried. That alone was a heartbreaking moment. And with the parents, she established that she was a hairdresser, and her husband married, like they both married later in life because they're hideous freaks, evidently. And so therefore they cannot have any more children. This was their one chance.
Little shining special baby. Yep.
Little shining special baby Claude, who drowned down with the crabs, essentially, courtesy of Rhoda, pulling a whammy.
Absolutely. They should have had to take Rhoda in exchange.
Sitting there watching this movie, because the mom eventually, the signs are staring her in the fucking face. She eventually realizes what's happening, and she shakes Rhoda. And she's just like, tell me what happened. Because every time she'd ask Rhoda would do that shit. Oh, I have the prettiest mommy in the world. How about a basket full of hugs and a basket full of kids? And it was like Eddie Haskell, for another dated reference. It was that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. Just a total suck up. And you could tell. She's so manipulative that you can tell that has worked 1,000 times before.
100%.
Distract.
Cute little blonde girl. They don't want to believe this kid could have done anything. So they're just letting shit slide, letting it slide on the daily. But when she describes how she murders Claude, it's an 8-year-old killing another 8-year-old, he wouldn't give me the medal. It was his fault because he ran onto the pier to hide from her, went to the boathouse because she was like after him. She's hitting him with her fucking tap shoes. It like literally leaves a mark on him. Then he falls over like she oh God. He agrees to give her the medal after getting whacked a few too many times. And then she whacks him some more because he won't stop crying. Falls in the water. He's trying to climb up and she's hitting his hand.
Whacks him again.
God.
Yeah.
It's like Jason Voorhees.
She is the bad bean.
I mean, it was, and to hear this little girl tell it so matter of fact. I mean, this kid deserved it.
So matter of fact.
Jesus.
Dude, she really did. She was the queen of the psychopaths. They should have given her an Academy Award.
100%. And then it's like, remember
Claude
that
Daigle.
Claude Daigle. Well, what's funny is, I mean, the little girl, she's a cute little girl, but she also had kind of severe features a little bit on her face that kind of like led it to like, I'm evil too. Go ahead.
Dude, she could make it perfect. Like when she's like trying to love on her mom and her mom's hugging her and you see her face. It's all wrinkled up and angry. She's just like in a...
Right.
100%.
100%.
You're like psycho.
She talks about how at their old place, because they have to move around because the dad's in the Air Force. The old place, there was an old woman who lived upstairs who had promised some globe, like a crystal ball with a fish in it, to Rhoda after she died. And the woman fell down the stairs and broke her neck. And she's like, Rhoda, now that you've admitted this other murder to me, did you murder the woman upstairs? She says she slipped on the ice. There was ice on the stairs and she slipped. Okay. So it was just an accident? No, I pretended to slip into her. I did it on purpose. First it's like, oh, thank God. It's only one murder. Oh no, I did that too, Mom. Yeah. I pretended to slip so I could bump into her and knock her ass down the stairs.
Because I didn't want to wait. I wanted my present now.
I wanted it now. Chilling.
I want it now. I want the whole world.
She's a little Veruca Salt. We haven't talked about the handyman.
And that's not even it.
No, there's more. There's more murders on the horizon. We didn't talk about the handyman.
The handyman is so freaking creepy. The fact that the handyman, they said we only keep him on because he has a family. He has a family? Like a wife and children?
Yes.
How much trash needs burning that they pay a man full time that he can support a family on that?
Yes. Well, he does like the gardening and he empties the trash cans and does all that shit. You're right. And that explains why he's sleeping in the boiler room on a pile of Excelsior for 9 hours a day, because there isn't enough work for him, clearly. So.
And he's getting his drunk on at the same time. I had to look up Excelsior. I mean, I assumed I know, and I was right. But why would they call wood curls Excelsior? I don't understand why it has such an interesting, exciting name.
Right, it's packing material before styrofoam was on the scene, essentially. So whatever the dad
curls.
Right, the dad sends home like a tea set for Rhoda just for no goddamn reason, just because she's Rhoda, and it's packed in this shit. Which the guy, the handyman, whose name I cannot remember, takes that shit and he just made a bed behind the boiler that he sleeps in during the day.
He like throws a sheet over it or something crazy like that.
100%. But he kind of, his performance is good too. Now this is one of those actors that I recognize. I've seen him in
for sure.
The 80s. He had a mustache, but yeah, he's been in a ton of stuff. you think he susses out Rhoda. He knows she's a brat, essentially, who just pretends to be a sweet girl. He susses that out. And
he just likes to with her.
Because she's a bad girl. He's a bad dude. He even says,
yeah,
I could tell you're smart and mean because I'm smart and mean. And he is. He takes great pleasure in messing with her. So he kind of accuses her of killing the little boy just to mess with her.
Leroy.
Leroy. That's
I worked with a Leroy. I was like, Leroy. He's like, it's Leroy. I'm like, sure it is.
Shut up. Right. He's messing with her, and he says, oh, you had an old stick and you beat that kid with the stick, but you can't get blood off the stick, and police have stick bloodhounds, and they can, no matter how much you clean that stick, some bullshit. But he says that to her, and she perks up like, what? They have those? What do you mean? I mean, that should have been the clue to him, because he was like, I was just saying that to mess with you. But later, she admits to him that it was the tap, because he kind of susses out, like, probably wasn't the stick. It was your old tap shoes, wasn't it? So he accidentally.
That crazy mom has her wrap up and burn the shoes. She's getting rid of the evidence.
That's the question. When the mom susses it out, you think she's going to be like, I'm calling the cops. I'm calling Miss Fern. I'm calling Miss Daigle. I'm calling I'm calling somebody. I'm calling the psychologist.
The ghost of Claude Daigle.
There are psychologists in and out of this building all day long. I thought there was going to be like, let's get a session going.
Criminologists, psychologists, exactly.
100%.
No one's going to believe it because only the mom apparently is smart enough to see all this bullshit.
So you're right. Because she catches the little girl trying to throw those shoes down the furnace chute to burn them up, to get rid of the evidence. And that was kind of the last piece that kind of solved it. And at the end, she goes, you know what, Rhoda? Throw that shit down in the furnace. Throw it. I can't imagine. Is that what you do? Your child is killed multiple times and not even go to your room without your supper. Not a paddle on the fanny, nothing. It's just, okay.
Do you think at that point she'd already made her decision of what she's going to do?
I don't know. I mean, I think she's got this sweet little angel, and it's her only child. What's she going to do? That's
Two down. How many more?
100%. 100%. You have to deal with this situation. And she wasn't. So, sweet Jesus.
So, stupid Leroy, apparently smarter than an 8-year-old, finally figures out he hits on the right thing. He's saying things and waiting for her reaction.
Right.
And he figures it out. It's the shoes. And that he claims he has them. And that's when Rhoda loses her shit and basically confesses to him.
And you can
give
see
me back my shoes!
And you see the realization on his face that we're not just playing around anymore. Now I realize I'm looking at Chucky. I'm looking at a little goddamn murderer. And that's that was a powerful scene as well. Of course, he gets cooked. I don't think. Look, how about this? There's a little child murder on the loose. Don't go take your regular nap on the Excelsior by the boiler. Maybe go home for lunch that day.
150%. I'm going to go and have my whiskey in the basement and think on that a bit. Take a little nap.
Well, and that was a good scene, too. When Rhoda's like, oh, I want to go get another popsicle from the ice cream man. And she grabs a handful of those matches. And the mom sees it and says, hey, I know you're going to do some murderous shit. Put those matches back. Okay, mommy. Puts them back. And then she leaves and she's got 3 more in her other hand. Bitch, you need to watch your child. Watch your child. She's a murderer.
Your child Oswald is like a compulsive murderer. You should have a chain on that thing.
100%. Sweet Jesus. So he gets cooked.
Ooh,
But so now it takes the turn.
But one of the most horrific and effective things. You don't see anything.
No.
It's just all the sounds. You can hear the muffled cries.
Right.
You see a bit of smoke. And Rhoda's in the next room just playing her music louder and faster.
On the piano. Dude, shut up with that music.
Meanwhile, her mom is acting like 1950s gibberish. She's like how they always portray crazy people in the movies at this time.
100%.
But you can hear what's going on. The men break into. Someone has set a fire where
and lock the door.
Was taken up and lock the doors to the basement from the outside. Isn't that interesting?
Ask no questions.
No one mentions that later. And he literally, from what you hear, runs out on fire until he collapses and dies.
Yes. 100%.
Right in front of the mom and the landlady. While Rhoda is just playing her scales over and over, faster and louder, faster and louder.
So
a bit of true cinematic horror.
100%. 100%. The mom at this point is like, I gotta handle this. And she proceeds to give her daughter like sleeping pills, tries to overdose the daughter, poison her. And I was kind of falling asleep at this point. So I'm like, what's happening? When I heard that gunshot, that perked me right up. I was like, oh, she just blew her goddamn brains out. Crazy.
And that was stupid. You needed to go pour yourself a drink or something, because literally you give someone pills, they're not dead. Unless it's fentanyl, they're not dead 5 minutes later.
Right. Well, that's yes. That was an effective scene. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it was a very effective scene, because you knew it's a murder-suicide. She was clearly not going to live a life without her little baby that she created, and now she realized something we didn't talk about is that she is the daughter. She was a foundling. That she was the daughter of a famous murderer. Her father was a reporter who found her and took her as his own. Because back in the old days, you could just grab a kid and now it's yours.
There were no records, nothing like that. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Her mom was a serial killer, like a Black Widow, and clearly she's passed along that psychotic gene to crazy ass Rhoda. But
that's right.
They cut to the hospital. Husband's back in town. He's very upset, obviously. And the big twist, because it was like, oh, we don't know if your wife's gonna make it, if she's gonna come back. She shot herself. It's all big. We don't know what the story is. However, you still have your sweet daughter Rhoda. It's a good thing. And she's like doing hopscotch in the hall. Right. 100%. Because when the woman shot herself, that alerted the entire building, who came in and promptly pumped little Rhoda's stomach, and she's fine. 100% fine. Sweet Jesus. I have to say, I thought the husband was remarkably understanding when the wife comes out of the coma after trying to kill your only child and tried to commit suicide. And he's like, oh, I forgive you, darling. I could never hold anything against you. It's like, really?
And I can tell you why. Because William Hopper is a terrible actor. For sure, he only has this job because of who his mother is. William Hopper's the worst. He's always Hedda Hopper. Yep.
That explains it.
Basically, he is shitty like this in all his movies.
But I think it was the writing as well. You think that he'd be like...
So the writing was amazing for everyone but him. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
That's what I'm trying to say.
The writing was amazing for everybody.
Yes.
But not William Hopper. You're mistaken.
Now, I think movie today would have just ended with there's little Rhoda skipping in the hall. This movie, it was like Lord of the Rings. It had like 5 endings. It's like, now they're back at the house.
It did.
Rhoda's like, old Mrs. Breedlove upstairs. She says I can have her bird, which heretofore never seen nor mentioned bird, after she dies. And it's like, well, she's probably going to be
offered nothing to Rhoda.
Yes. And it's like, she'll probably be around for a while. Well, how long do these birds last? Well, not as long as people. And she's like, I'm going to have to throw that bitch out the window or something. I'm going to have to do something. Who's been nothing but nice to her, giving her gifts. She's literally killing the golden goose, essentially.
And she has parents who will literally give her anything she wants.
100%.
I would like a bird too, Daddy.
Oh, shit, let me drop everything.
Mommy tried to kill me. Can I have a bird?
You can have 2 birds and a basket of hugs. Yeah.
And a basket of slaps.
She's like, I've gotten away with this shit, but I gotta have that goddamn penmanship medal. Because the mom says I threw the medal like off the pier, essentially. Because hopefully then if they can look hard enough, they will find it and they will no longer suspect little Rhoda or whatever. She knows that the fucking penmanship medal has been pitched off the end of the pier and it's storming outside. Her dad is asleep. He's had a rough day. His wife tried to kill their child and herself.
He's remarkable, calm, cool, and collective. Maybe he's a psychopath too.
Sleeping like a baby. He was Jeffrey Dahmer's foundling, or Ted Bundy, or something. Ed Gein. Anyhow, so she goes in the middle of a storm to go to the end of the pier to see if she can fish out the metal. She gets there's like a net there. That's nice that there's just like a pool net, like there often is at the end of a pier. She starts scooping it up, and then lightning strikes and just blows it up. Like there was TNT underneath the pier. Credits roll.
Literally, God was like, enough is enough.
Enough is enough. I liked after the credits where they just introduced the cast. Like it was literally Make Room for Daddy or some shit, right? And playing Rhoda was Patty McCormick to come out and wave and then step aside. And then
they tack that on.
Why?
Because it was so disturbing that they needed to tack this weird little ending where Rhoda gets a spanking at the end. Yeah, maybe if they only beat their child, maybe she wouldn't have killed so many people.
Well, we didn't talk about there's this whole undercurrent of nature versus nurture. And the fact that every expert in the movie, with the exception of one, was like, heredity? That's a myth. No one believes in heredity. Get that shit out of here. That's that witch doctor talk. It's like, really? It's heredity doesn't exist? Well, I guess it's the 50s. So they don't know what the hell they're saying. So, good stuff.
It was very popular. I mean, I remember when we were watching Shadow of a Doubt.
Yep.
They would sit around and discuss that kind of stuff. Murders and poison and the same kind of topics. Quite frankly, we need to have more parties like that. I'm sick of hearing about people's kids. Let's discuss the murder of the day.
Bring in an expert to teach them a class, essentially.
Or even not an expert. Just talk about something other than your kids. I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
Fair. Are you Rhoda all grown up? You're like, I have no empathy for other families.
I do have the blonde now. I can start doing that. I'm not even sure I know how to make those ponytails so rigid, not a hair out of place.
100%. Well, you do them once and then you never have to do them again. Just leave them in 24/7 for the rest of their life.
100%. Leroy, where's the spackle?
Shall we go behind the scenes?
Let's go, Brother Bear.
The original Broadway production of The Bad Seed by Maxwell Anderson opened on December 8th, 1954, and ran for 334 performances. And Nancy Kelly won the 1955 Tony Award for Actress in a Drama and recreated her part in the movie. It's basically the whole cast. Patty McCormick, Eileen Heckart, Evelyn Varden, Henry Jones, and Joan Croydon also recreated their stage roles. How about that?
Amazing. We need to go see more live theater.
Well, then they talked about how at one point they wanted Betty Davis to do this. It was going to be Rosalind Russell. No. And the director was like, no, he wanted it just to be the Broadway cast. And so that's what they did.
No, I can't see Rosalind Russell or Betty Davis. I can't even imagine that. Fair. No, it's perfect.
Well, and like
Except
you said,
for William Hopper. Are you telling me William Hopper was on the Broadway? No.
Well, maybe not. But this is the final film of Nancy Kelly. Despite earning an Oscar nomination for this film, she never made another theatrical movie, only focusing on TV projects. How about
She's
that?
like, that.
This was Patty McCormick Oscar nomination. Marked one of the first times a child actress was nominated for an Oscar. Prior to that,
150%.
They were given like an honorary juvenile Oscar, like Mickey Rooney and Judy Garland got honorary juvenile Oscars. They changed it after that.
Come on, you either get an Oscar or you don't get an Oscar. Either it's good enough or it's not good enough. There's no dog Oscars. Benji come home. None of that. Maybe
there should be.
You either got it or you don't got it.
People don't understand how important Benji was in 70s cinema. Benji was goddamn everywhere. Anyway, Patty
better
Duke,
than Sounder or Old Yeller.
They didn't.
Where the Redfern grows.
Okay. The significance of those movies is the dogs died at the end. Okay, if they shot Benji at the end of Benji Come Home, there wouldn't have been a sequel. So there you have it.
Benji go away.
Up in that hole. Patty Duke, who interestingly took her first name due to Patty McCormick's success, would become the first young star to win an Oscar for The Miracle Worker in 1962. So that's interesting. She took her first name from Patty McCormick, who played Rhoda in this one.
And Patty McCormick grew up to be a beautiful woman.
And did a ton of shit. She was like in Dallas in the 80s. Yeah, she's still out there.
I remember when I finally put that together, I was like, what?
100%. They talked about on TCM, the host Robert Osborne discussed this movie, and he had a lot of critiques of Mervyn LeRoy's direction of the film. He felt like he should have stepped in, and he felt Nancy Kelly particularly, and this is what you were talking about, was way too theatrical in her performance, not realistic enough. But
no, she was bizarre. She was bizarre. Like she shouldn't be. She needed maybe that's why that old lady lives upstairs, because she needs to be checked on her.
Yeah, because she's.
Well, there was a thing I just found that Alfred Hitchcock was asked to direct it.
Turned it down. One thing they talked about is the movie's based upon the play, which was based upon the novel, and in the novel. Right. Claude Daigle wins the Most Improved Penmanship medal. And they make a point of saying that Rhoda's penmanship was great all the way along, where Claude improved. So that's why he won it and not her. But it also goes to show that she's nuts and felt like she gets all the medals. Claude don't get shit is kind of her attitude.
Claude's poor. Why does he need a medal?
100%. The piano piece that Rhoda plays and sings and is heard as a theme throughout the film is the traditional French children's song, Clair de Lune, which she mentions.
She says that too.
Clair de la Lune. Let's look at the cast and crew, shall we? Mervyn LeRoy was the director. You know him from Random Harvest in 1942. He directed Gypsy in 1962. He
With
directed
Rosalind Russell.
Quo Vadis. Is that how you pronounce that, from 1951? Ringing any bells?
All right.
And he was a
All
producer
right.
on The Wizard of Oz. So he did all sorts of
Yes.
shit.
And
See.
Little Women from 1949. Little Caesar, the Edward G. Robinson.
Yep.
I mean, he did a lot. Mr. Roberts.
Oh, yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Nancy Kelly played Christine Penmark. You know her from such things as The Bad Seed in 1956, Tarzan's Desert Mystery in 1943.
Unfamiliar.
You know it, don't you? Jesse James in 1939, and One Night in the Tropics in 1940.
Now, one night in Bangkok and the world's your oyster.
Patty McCormick played Rhoda Penmark. You know her for The Master in 2012. She was in 28 episodes of The Ropers. How about that?
Come on, knock on my door.
She
That's
played
so
Pat
funny.
Nixon in Frost Nixon.
I did see
2008.
that. That was very good.
And she was in The Bad Seed Returns in 2022 playing Dr. March. They've remade The Bad Seed multiple times. There was an 80s version, and there was one that came out like, I don't know, 5 years ago.
And I
Starring
have
McKenna
never
Grace.
seen any of them because why?
Why
Why
would
would
you?
you?
Why would you? Let's see. Jesse White played Emery. That was the brother of the landlady who just pop up every now and again. He was in 1950s Harvey, about the invisible rabbit.
Yeah.
He was in It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, which I love, from 1963.
There you go.
He was in Pajama Party in 1964.
Unfamiliar.
And The Bad Seed in 1956. His last credit, 1996, an episode of Seinfeld. That dude was hanging in there. Good on him.
Dude, I wonder what he played in Seinfeld.
Henry Jones played Leroy, the crazy
We love
handyman.
Leroy. He was
Ton of
great.
stuff.
He was chewing up the scenes.
100%. He was in Vertigo in 1958.
Yeah.
He was in Butch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid in 1969. He was in The Grifters in 1990.
Ooh, don't
He
hit me
was
with a
in-
bag of oranges.
He was in the original 310 to Yuma in 1957. His last credit was an episode of Picture Windows in 1995, which I'm unfamiliar with. You've seen this guy. 1,000
Unfamiliar.
times. Let's see. Anybody else we want to talk about? Oh no. Let's talk about Eileen Heckert, who played Mrs. Hortense Daigle. So I thought she was quite good in this. She was in The Bad Seed, 1956. Butterflies Are Free in 1972. The First Wives Club in 1996. Heartbreak Ridge in 1986. That's a
Damn!
Yeah. Her last work, she was
And
in
Mr.
3 episodes.
Daigle, if you
He's-
watched old TV from the 60s, he would pop in every now and then.
I'm going to do him next. Her last thing was she was in 3 episodes of Sybil in 96 through 98. That was the Sybil Shepherd.
Oh, I used to
sitcom.
watch Sybil, the Sybil Shepherd. Yep, yep.
Frank Cady played Henry Daigle. You know him from Rear Window in 1954.
Oh, I love Rear Window.
When Worlds Collide in 1951.
Ooh, some good science fiction.
He was in 142 episodes of Green Acres playing Sam Drucker.
Green Acres is the place for me.
That's
Far
pretty cool.
living. Yep.
Do you know how many spin-offs of Green Acres there were? There were like 4 spin-offs of Green Acres. It's crazy.
Was Petticoat Junction one of them?
Yes.
Literally,
100%.
these were shows that you watch when you were homesick. I don't think they were ever like they were already in reruns when we saw them.
I mean, honestly, the only reason I've seen any episodes of Green Acres is because of Nick at Night. That was not in the rotation. That was not kicking around in the late 70s and early 80s. Green Acres was
It was like on daytime TV, like on Channel 9 or something. Like if you were homesick and mom had to go to the store, so you crawled out of your bed because you were faking anyway to get to the TV.
It was Eddie Albert and the good Gabor sister, the nice one, Ava. Wasn't Zsa Zsa. His last thing was 1990's Return to Green Acres, playing Sam Drucker.
Oh, jeez.
How about that? 1990, he was hanging in there.
That's right, Mr. Drucker. Mr. Drucker, that's right. Oh my God, that is a deep pull.
Let's take a look at the rating for The Bad Seed. Let's see. Currently, on Rotten Tomatoes, The Bad Seed has 64% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. You know what the audience gave it?
What?
I know.
99.
82. Like much better.
Yeah.
Much better.
Of course. What the hell?
Let's take a look at
with the world.
It's we're goddamn ridiculous, clearly. The Variety staff has this to say about the Bad Seed.
Staff.
This melodrama about a child with an inbred talent for homicide is pretty unpleasant stuff on its own. Not a fan, I guess.
Jeez Louise.
I know. Eric Henderson from Slant Magazine says, The Bad Seed reflects Slant Magazine's blind, abject terror of precocious, well-behaved little blonde girls. 2.5 out of 4. Bosley Crowther from New York Times gives it 2 out of 5, saying Mervyn LeRoy, who produced and directed, has lost a great deal of bite of the play. Great deal of the bite of the play. Okay. I got there eventually.
Like any of us are alive to see it in play form.
I'll take your word for it, Bosley. Let's take a look at our in-house movie critic, AI Rex Reed. You ready?
Let's go.
Are you surfing the internet? Are you on your phone, Aaron,
Nope.
as I'm wrapping up the show?
I am preparing for when you ask me when people write in.
Fair. The Bad Seed is a prim little suburban nightmare where a pigtailed sociopath terrorizes adults too dim to recognize evil unless it arrives without perfect manners and tap shoes. How about that?
They are dim. I'll give them that. The rest
Fair,
of it,
fair.
It's a little meh this time. A little meh.
Speaking of meh, what is your rating of The Bad Seed?
Oh, dude. This is for sure 85. This is a good B. This is a good B. I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5. It's a fucking classic.
Boom. Boom, boom, boom. I don't
Leroy's
disagree.
death alone. Come on.
It was worth it.
Crazy Patty McCormick. I mean, her acting is like turns on a switch. That's like amazing.
We talked about Academy Award nominations. They were nominated. Yes. The mom and the daughter. So this is some. They didn't win, but nevertheless,
I wouldn't have given it to the mom, but for sure the daughter.
No, I agree. It's like I said, I hadn't seen this in a while, and typically, as you know, I typically steer clear from those old black and white films. I find them a little too theatrical for my taste. But
I don't even know what that means.
It means you get the Nancy Kelly performance from this. That's what I expect from all black.
So you don't watch Alfred Hitchcock films or any kind of old noir and everything.
Oh
my God, I'm sad for you.
I do like Birth of a Nation though, not the film, just the themes.
When I go to church,
just the themes. Anyway,
light a candle for you. You're ridiculous.
Please. So no, I give it 4 out of 5 as well. I think it's dynamite. I think it's good. It really tugs the right strings. It's like her performance, because that's what this hinges on. If you have a shitty If you have a shitty Rhoda, the movie falls apart. But she is so dynamite in this. It's great.
100%. She and Leroy are the stars of the show.
Fair. Any last thoughts about The Bad Seed?
No, that's it. Go see it, people. Don't get scared like Kevin does just because a movie doesn't have color. The color's in your mind.
The colors are in your mind.
You
Fair.
bastards.
So,
so you don't watch I Love Lucy because it's not in color, you son of a bitch?
Do you know how long it's been since I've seen I Love Lucy? It's been a while. Let's just put it that way. It's been a while. How about that? You know what? If Gilligan's Island comes on and it's these old black and white episodes, I skip on by. I gotta see.
Whoa!
I fast
There
forward
is
Wizard of
no
Oz.
comparison. You're a tragedy.
It's a tragedy. So, thank you very much. You can find us all across the social media landscape. We're on Threads. We're on Blue Sky. We're on TikTok. We are on Instagram. You can watch our smiling faces on YouTube if you'd like. Ooh la la.
I put on lipstick.
There you go. You can email us the podcast that wouldn't die at Gmail. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere the finer podcasts are available. So don't forget to like, share, rate, and review, won't you?
Won't you please?
So, Aaron, what is your social media situation?
I got mucho media, Brother Bear. I'm on Artsy and First Dibs, Aaron Doherty, Instant Dreams Gallery. I am on the Gram, the Cult of Aaron. Join the cult.
Boom!
How come you never say what you're on? How come you don't say where you're on?
I do say what I'm on.
What are you on, Kevin?
What's told
your
you.
Media?
I'm on.
No, you said where we are.
That's all I have. I don't have any special stuff. How about that? It's all.
I got no special stuff.
I got no special. It's just this. This is all I have. So, as you know, we like to check in with our friends and family across the social media landscape. Aaron, what are the streets saying?
The streets have a few things to say about a couple of sci-fi films that we recently watched. In regard to the terrible film Life, Richard Roberts said, "Watched it once and that was enough for me. Great movie, but some of the deaths were just terrifying. Never again, LOL."
Okay.
I was like, no, that's wrong. In regards to Gravity, Jay says, boring, big time. And you know what? I responded, I agree, pure crap. So how about that?
Pure crap.
So how about that? Don't.
Fair. Okay, next week we're discussing I don't know what it is. Is it action? Is it suspense? It's The Warriors.
It's all of the above.
Starring.
Warriors, come out and play.
It stars Michael Beck, James Remar. You got David Patrick Kelly. A bunch of dudes that you may recognize or may not recognize. They're a street gang fighting their way across New York. What are they going to do? Are they going to make it? Unclear. So
some might say they're trying to escape from New York.
Boom! How about that? Where can one watch The Warriors? This is an important question. You have
free.
Well, if you have AMC Plus, you can stream it for free. How about that? If you've got YouTube TV, you can stream it for free. Otherwise, you're paying $3.99 on Prime, Apple TV, Fandango. You're going to pay one way or the other. It's a sad situation. So, check it out. Check it out. Send in your favorite scenes, favorite quotes, comments, and questions, and we may talk about it on the show. So, thank you very much. and be well.
I say be well.